Yo, what's going on guys, it's G-Money here, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how to improve your piece control and finish fights as quickly as possible and take as little damage as possible. So let's hop right into the video. But before the video starts, I just wanted to say that 62% of you guys that watch my videos are not subscribed, so if this video helps you and you enjoy it, make sure to drop a sub if you aren't already subbed, and yeah, enjoy the video. Alright, for the first tip, and probably the biggest tip throughout the entire video, is visual sound effects. Now, visuals have been in the game for quite a while now, but I feel like everybody's using them for competitive, creative, just in general, because they're extremely broken, and once you learn them and you use them correctly, they can really be a big advantage. Now, let me show you why. Alright, so basically throughout this whole fight, I'm completely following visuals. I'm not really paying attention to my game, I'm just looking to the visuals, because if he has a free shot on me, or if, I think he might have a free shot on me, I'm just looking at the visuals and I'm placing a floor or a wall or a ramp or a cone in that direction to where he can't get a free shot on me anymore, right? So the second I see my visuals change directions, I'm dropping down to the wall, I'm editing the wall, I'm piece controlling, and then I have a free shot on them because I was following visuals the entire time. So the second they move, I move, right? You never want to guess where your visuals are going to go. I used to do that a lot, and it really messes you up because just say you think somebody's going to go out the right side of a wall and they don't, right? That means that you had a free chance or opportunity that you could have had, but you were guessing where they were going to go instead of just following and trusting visuals like you should. So back to my example earlier, I'm just following the visuals, but this time the visuals don't change, they don't turn directions, they just stay in the same spot, right? So I just follow them and I end up right next to my opponent or right in front of them, right? So basically you'll always end up right next to them or right in front of them. But also, as I'm making all of these edits, the double edit and the wall edit, make sure you're always at a right hand peak. Make sure you always have the advantage. You could be playing this out so well and then give them the right hand peak or an even angle and they could win because of it. So make sure no matter what, you're always at right hand peaks when you're piecing somebody. Okay, second tip, building all the pieces. Alright, so by building all the pieces, I mean build as many pieces between you and your opponent as you possibly can. So if you have to use the builds then or later on in the fight, you'll be able to, right? So make sure you have all the builds or as many as possible between you and your opponent. So here is an example of what I mean by building all the pieces between you and your opponent. So as you see, I got as many builds as I possibly could, or maybe not as many as I possibly could, but as many as in the moment I thought I could, right? So I got a good amount of builds and I made a good play to where he could not see me. I had right hand peak and I had the overall better angle, right? So that was a really good example of what I mean by building all the pieces. Here's another example of what I mean by building all the pieces. So in this clip, I'm fighting, I'm following visuals, and then I see an opportunity. I make a window edit, I place a cone, and then I go to the side and make a double edit, and now I can see his whole body, he can only see my feet, and he's also not ready for it. He saw his map out, and back to the edit I made earlier, he didn't even realize that I got a cone to the window edit I made earlier, right? So I was playing from far, but I still got a really good play out of it, right? So make sure when you're fighting, you're never running into somebody's box and you're giving them the damage back that you just won, right? Make sure you're never trading and you're playing safe to where you're always up and you always have an advantage. And now we're on the last tip, tip number 3, predicting piece. Now with this last tip, it's kind of a guessing game, but for me it's not really a guessing game because I've been playing the game for so long and I've kind of learned what people do and their bad habits when they're fighting, right? So if I place a ramp in somebody's box, like the clip on the screen right now, I basically always know that they're going to drop down because they're panicking and don't know what to do, right? So they drop down, they make a new box, and I'm just waiting there under them and they fall right into it, right? So it's kind of just a free kill if you know when they're going to do it, and if you do it too early, they're going to realize what you're doing and they're going to go a different direction. So you can't do it too early, but you also can't do it too late to where you can't catch them, right? It's kind of just a perfect timing type of thing, and you learn it the more and more you place ramps in people's boxes and you predict what direction they're going to go, right? So here's another clip of not the same thing, but me dropping down under somebody as they're dropping too and them running into a wall because I was there before they were. And that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys learned something new, and I also hope that you guys can use these tips and tricks in your gameplay like I do. And if you did learn anything new, make sure to drop a comment and let me know. Make sure to also like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.